Welcome, 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 everybody. It is noon p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, or whatever time it happens to be where you are because you are watching us right now. It is time for Ask Us Anything, where you get to ask any one of our members here in the community a question and we will reply. It's very simple to do that. Today, December 6th, the first Saturday of December of the last month of 2025. Let's finish this month with a huge bang, boom, bomb, however you want to do it, but let's finish it right. Now, of course, the rules for Ask Us Anything is very simple. You get to ask a question and we will respond. The ways to ask a question is you could type your question into the chat. Not a problem. We'll ask it on your behalf. But the best way, of course, we love interaction. The best way is to put your cursor right here in the middle of the screen where you see my face. On the bottom, there's a bunch of buttons. Oh, thank you, Robert. I appreciate. Yeah, right there. That was a good itch. There's a button on the bottom there that says raise hand. Click on that button and we will call on you in the order that we receive you. That's how simple Ask Us Anything is. And so we appreciate the fact that you are here. And you know what? We're going to get it started. And who better to get it started than our GPS to success, our host with the most, our dear friend and mentor, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Mr. Robert Hollis.
Well, thank you, Craig, the hostess with the mostest. I love and appreciate you. And I see Matt's on here now, so who knows who he's got in the background. Jamie, Dustin, Rochelle, Daniel from South Africa, Deborah, Donald, Jim, Deb, Scott, Corky, Santa. I don't know how Santa's got the time to take off during this busy season, but thank you. Jerome and Lisa, Marie and Charlie, they're hanging out, showing people how to raise their glutathione levels. You got a little deal there. I'm proud of you guys. Melody, and then Bill, Coach Bob, and Jane. So yeah, to start off the Ask Me Anything, and for those of you that were on the Daily Wisdom yesterday, Tasmanian Devil, thank you guys so much for your love and support. I just wanted to do that just to share with every one of you that, I'm human. I'm really, really human. So ask, all of you that sent me nice messages and stuff, just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And today it was like, I just guess being emotional all day is pretty draining. I forgot what a day like that is. And, at least I'm not Marco, sitting in a hospital room. So there's always way that you can measure stuff in life, right? And so I'm just going to go ahead and open it up. I normally have a statement. Sometimes you just try to take on too much, and you got to just understand that you're human. So I was thinking about, wow, how did this all happen? Did I not see this? And so all the conference calls that I had with Josh and Chris, and then, of course, separating Akashics from MDC. Then, of course, flying out to Ann Arbor, finding out about Immunotec from Mike and the president, doing the big launch on the 15th, then going all in and, very, very blessed. We did over 500,000 of volume, become an executive diamond, and broke a couple of diamonds underneath us, and a lot of golds and a lot of silvers, and then just ran wide open for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I guess maybe for people that are more athletic than I am, then Terry takes off and goes to Cali, and I think that's without thinking, but I know I did the right decision. I thought this would be a good time to fast because now I don't have to cook food for myself. So I've been a fast for 3 days and have lost 12 pounds. And I think, Yeah, I think all of it combined was just me looking, going, wow, was that all smart and necessary? And what I did is you don't stretch yourself unless you go through a little bit of resistance, right? In the midst of that, I'm thinking about all the wonderful things we're going to do with unlimited wisdom. We're going to make unlimited wisdom 10 times what it is right now. And you guys are all going to be beneficiaries from that. And yeah, that's pretty cool. So again, I love all the messages, and yeah, I guess I don't have a question other than just telling each and every one of you how much I love you and appreciate you. And thank you so much. So for all your love and support. So Craig, let's go ahead and open it up and get people on their day.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, I see three hands up right now.
Hey, Matt.
There's Matt. Okay, good. Good to see you, my friend.
I feel like I
As
haven't
well
seen
as
Matt in a week or so.
I think he and Terry are kind of enjoying.
Yeah.
Cool. We got three hands up. We got Bill Shoemaker, Coach Bob, but first up, who got her hand up before everybody else, was Jane Reed. Jane, there you go. Please unmute yourself and share it with us. Welcome.
Well, first I want to say thank you, Robert. I love you. Big hugs for what you did. Also, I wanted to know, to get the silver, I have to have two more venture packs, right? And then I have to have my 400 PV. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking at in the back office.
Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Just got to make 6,000, right? Even if they don't buy the founders pack or the venture pack.
Yeah, so yeah, because some people, if they don't buy it, it's just a total of three. So one of the things that you were worried about is this company is very, very conservative. So we have 4 months starting with this month for you to hit gold. I know that's not your kind
Okay.
of. You're like, what? I'm doing it faster than that. Just know that
Yeah.
I'm available for you, Jane, and I really, really, I just know you're gonna crush this. I just
Well,
totally
I'm gonna be putting my full effort. I'll tell you that.
know.
Mary and I's gonna get a strategy going.
Good, good, good. If you need
Yeah.
me to be a part of that, just let
Oh
me
yeah,
know.
absolutely.
We
We'll be
we
we'll be
um
knocking on your door.
yeah, we all have it is bizarre sometimes how we just overthink everything. And that was my
Yeah.
whole video yesterday. It's just that
But
was
I
all
think the Lord was testing you yesterday to see where your faith level was in Him, and you were faithful. You did the right thing by not calling Josh. That's
yeah,
exactly what the Lord wanted to see.
yeah. I
He
believe
really
you.
did. He
I
did. He
totally
wanted to.
totally
He
believe
wanted
you.
to see
I
that, and yeah, definitely.
thank you, Jane.
He'll check you. He'll check you in your valleys.
Yeah, it's like, hey, do you really believe? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And if you
thank you,
don't believe,
Jane.
get around the mountain one more time.
I love you, and I'm
I
looking
love you
so
too,
forward
Robert.
to. I'm
You're
looking
the
so forward
sweetest
to.
person. I swear, you're the
I
sweetest.
I feel like I've known you forever.
Yeah,
So
I know. I knew you way back, and I didn't get to personally introduce, but I've seen you at different conventions from MDC in Vegas.
yeah,
Yeah, because I was at the Vegas ones, couple different ones.
very cool.
I seen you on stage. That's the only how I seen you.
Well, now we get to work together and help a lot of people. So thank you so
Now, I was
much.
wondering too. Now, I might not be able to afford to do an order this month. What would happen if I can't do one till January? Because I already got two big orders already, and I didn't get the last one in on November 30th. So
You got the order in on December?
it was November. I haven't got an order for December yet, and I see I need my 400 PV. If I was to get my two other people, I'd have to do another order.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm uh I'm not
So I
sure.
had
I'm
two
not
big
sure
orders,
about that.
like November 17th and November 30th was like quite a bit of money, like about 900 or 1,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We'll work through that. I'll find out exactly what needs to
yeah,
happen, but we'll figure it out.
I would order the platinum. I would order the greens, and then I would order the Sunray, which is I think a little $202, I believe, and that is over 400.
Yeah, I remember I
Yeah.
bought the I bought the platinum and then the greens,
Mhm.
and I believe just something else the Sunday, the vitamin D, and
Yeah.
that was like
I think the
400.
platinum and the greens are 400 right there,
Yeah.
just the
Yep.
platinum and the green.
Yep.
But I would want the sun ray, and I would also eventually I'll get the energy one again for
Yeah.
sure. But I don't know if I'm going to get the blue. I mean, I think, I'm boosting myself doing them twice a day right now. But
Right.
I don't know if it's that beneficial, really. I mean, the platinum
Um,
has everything the blue has plus some stuff. So,
yeah. There's some people that are actually taking it twice a day. I don't take
yeah,
the green or the orange twice a day, but I do
yeah.
take
I
the
don't do that twice a day.
I do the sport.
Just because I have it and I didn't want to return it. So I thought I might as well drink it. I don't know. We'll see. If
Well,
I
we'll
start making
definitely.
good money, I'll start taking it twice a day.
You will. You will. That's
No,
that's
if and
that's
when I
happening.
make good money, not if.
Yeah. When?
Yeah, when. Got to
Well,
watch
thank you
my
very
words.
much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You
You
too.
bet.
Love you.
Love you too.
Jane, thank you very, very much. All right,
You're
David
welcome.
Ponciano, we got your request, but you're coming up, so hang in there, please. We've got Bill Shoemaker coming up as well, but Coach Bob, you are next. Go ahead, please, and unmute yourself and share with us.
Hey, Robert and Craig and Matt. Love and appreciate you guys. Oh,
Oh, my goodness.
that melts my heart. He is such a cutie, isn't he?
Who's that?
That was funny. I got that from
Yeah, I
Terry.
love that. Thank you, whoever did that. Yeah. Um, I guess what I wanted to mention, Robert, I mean, I was going through the same thing you were with my daily choice, like what's happening, my things are down. And it was really nice that, yeah, I mean, it took me a week. I mean, I couldn't get a understand in a day, but thanks for sticking with me. I know I contacted you several times on that,
Hmm.
and I kind of knew what you're feeling on that. But my question today is for Matt, if Matt can answer.
Matt, you there?
Hey, yeah.
Hey,
One
buddy.
second.
Yeah,
I can hear you. My camera's just not on.
Oh, that's fine. So what I was wondering where you're at with your movies and your goals on doing all that stuff, and where you are in the future, if that's okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, right now I'm like the technology is going leaps and bounds. It's funny. I was even talking to my dad about this a little bit this morning, but it's like I'm firmly in the place of that. All of the tools right now exist to tell a story with AI, to use AI as the tool to create like VFX. The lacking part is just great storytellers. I think that that's truthfully the only barrier is like talented people. And this is interesting because like I can see and I was sharing this with my dad this morning, but I can see the ebbs and flows being very similar to what Walt Disney went through with animation. Because back when Walt Disney went at animation, it was seen as a gimmick, a child's toy, something that you used in commercials, but you couldn't tell stories with it. And, at the end of the day, no matter what people animated, they still said the same thing until it pulled at their heartstrings with Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. And they went, oh, okay, this is actually something significant. It's a vehicle to tell stories. And that's the way that I see AI tools. Like consistency has been a really huge problem, which is necessary for filmmaking and AI in general. Before you'd have to go through like multiple training sets to try to get a consistent character. Now, none of that exists, and we're getting very close to that with video. I'd say some of the open source stuff that I've been working on my computer, I've already gotten there. And it's just a matter of putting the pieces together and editing it and getting it together to break that barrier. That's really what I'm trying to do right now is like the step one is to have a film come out, a short film come out that is completely made with artificial intelligence tools, and for people to not give a shit that they love it, they enjoy it, and they share it, and it resonates with them without them thinking about the tools that are used. The moment that I can break that barrier, then it's just a matter of inspiring other people to come hit me up and use those tools and then branching out from there. And that's how you make longer things, right? Like I'm still a firm believer that acting and cinematography and editing and music, score, all of those things are still incredibly important, and they're incredibly lacking in anyone that's trying to do anything with the medium right now. So I think you'll see in maybe a year or two, because of the way the industry is, some of the people like James Cameron make a crack at using it with some of their films, but I'll beat them there by a year and a half. So like, I think that's the thing, right? That my goal is to be the person that James Cameron calls to bring in, to go, listen, like, I want to implement this stuff on my, on what I'm doing here with Avatar, whatever it may be. And the only way that I'm going to get my foot in the door without them feeling cautious about doing it is to get a bunch of people to not give a shit that I'm using it. And right now the barrier is massive, because there's a massive amount of people that still see AI as like, they see it as like you click one button and then it just pops out a short film and you upload it. Like, the reality is you don't get to 100 million views without knowing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, in a lot of ways, you have to be consistent, but you have to be consistent at giving people what they want to watch and what they want to see. And so I'm just expanding that as the technology expands, right? So it starts at short films like Steamboat Willie and stuff that Walt Disney did, and you push it further to, okay, now we're making 20-minute films. Now we have a staff of 10. Now we're making 60-minute films, and just pushing it all the way to making, incredible stories that can become intellectual properties like Mickey Mouse and grow the studio from there. So that's really where I'm at. But at the same time, I see a huge, massive spot for people to use this for their businesses, to grow their businesses, and to take the storytelling of what they're doing to the next level. And that's what I'm going to teach inside of Unlimited Wisdom. My goal, of course, is to be a filmmaker and a storyteller, but there will be a million breadcrumbs leading to that. And you'll be able to watch every piece of it. You know what I mean? Like, I've been recording and documenting my process. It may not be public, but I've been doing it. So I think, I don't like timelines at this stage, but because new tools come out all the time, and those new tools make things easier, make things better, make approaches easier. And so like the timeline to make a film is going to drastically go down. The costs are going to drastically go down. And my plan is to like not only tell stories and make my own, but also fit in and become the new Industrial Light and Magic, if you guys know what that is. Created by George Lucas. He was the pioneer of visual effects in films, right? Like, before, people said they had no emotion, and now you watch something with VFX and you can absolutely do that if you're talented enough, right? If you're an incredible enough storyteller. So I grew up with Pixar films. That's where my aim is. My aim is to go after that because it resonates with the most people. So I have a short film that I've probably been working on now for like a year, that I wrote a year ago, called Painted Heart. And I hopefully will have that out in the beginning of next. I want to have it out by my birthday on January 3rd. And all the tools and everything exists. So it's just a matter of putting in a massive amount of hours, because doing any project like this as a one singular person, if you think that, and I've said this before, if you have something that has, say you have a short that has 33 shots, and each one of those shots, so I'm talking about a animated shot. I'm going to turn my camera on, actually. An animated shot. If you have 33 of those, then each one of those, say, takes 2 minutes to render out. And that's not even perfecting the image before you animate it. So you start compounding and thinking about the amount of time that it will take for you to accomplish your goals singularly, like by yourself. And there's a reason nobody's doing it yet at scale or at a level. You know what I mean? Like, I sent my dad a short film today, and I don't want to talk too much shit on other creators, but they're more in the tech side of it, and they're more interested in getting out things to show what the tools can do than actually utilizing the tools to tell a story. And that's kind of the exact same spot Walt Disney and animation were in before, or VFX were before George Lucas, or even, motion capture before Lord of the Rings or Avatar, right? Like a lot of those technologies now are commonplace, but it took a pioneer or somebody to go, I need to prove to people that you can tell stories that resonate and matter to people in this medium. I don't see AI as a replacement medium for film. I see it as a collaboration tool for film, just like VFX, just like anything else. And I want to pioneer it. I want to be the person that's utilizing those tools the most. So, you know, I grew up loving watching Pixar movies and animated films like that, but also James Cameron movies and Steven Spielberg movies and other people that pioneered and pushed visual effects to a level that really, really showed me that, wow, you really can make anything that you want to. But, you know, I think it's kind of lost because now we're in a place where it's more of like now that you can do anything and none of it matters, right? So, like, I think it will go back to who can tell stories. And I was telling my dad this is going to be 1% to 2% of the people that will actually be able to like sit down, write something that resonates with people and see it to fruition with this technology. Just because it's easier to use does not mean that it's an instant success. You're so far from that, right? But it lowers the barrier. A kid in his bedroom can soon make a masterpiece that we all remember for 100 years. And the barrier for film is now becoming, you know, I was saying this to my mom. It's like we were watching the Diddy documentary or whatever on Netflix. Right? And it's like, man, this dude gatekeeped so many people and manipulated them, abused them because that's the way the music industry worked at that time. And listen, one of my favorite artists right now and has been is Post Malone. And this dude uploaded music to SoundCloud and became famous on the internet first, and then utilized that to build the music career into one of the biggest musicians in the world right now. That means that the music industry is not the hit makers anymore, and they're aware of that. That's going to be the same for the film industry. That you're going to see a lot of people making films and short films and stuff that resonates people, and they'll go straight to YouTube and they'll absolutely demolish the numbers that a normal film would do. Because they're creative and they're doing something new, you know? So
yeah,
that's what I've been doing.
I guess my quick question for you, Matt, is so you have this story, right? And then you've got all these tools, but all these tools are changing daily, right? So you might be working with this one tool and saying, all right, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to start doing my AI with this. And then there's something else better out there.
It's all about outcome.
It's got to kind of split your time, right? Because you got to invest. You got to find out what's out there that works.
But that's the fun of it, is you kind of live in this world, and I know that at some point I'll be surrounded by people and be not forcing them, but trying my best to push them in a direction of things that haven't been done yet with the technology, right? Because I really believe that pioneering it is important, but at the same time, like I love learning. I love learning new stuff, but it always is about outcome, right? The T-Rex that comes out of the fence in Jurassic Park is one of the first computer-generated effects in a film ever. In my opinion, it still looks incredible and better than most Marvel movie effects nowadays. Why? The artist gave a shit. They worked on it. It wasn't about money. They really were trying to do something incredible, and they pulled it off, right? And I see that I know and am involved in a lot of creative spaces of people that feel that same way, but they've been gatekept from ever being able to do any of these things because visual effects are insanely expensive. I mean, Avatar had over 1,000. The new Avatar had over 1,000 people working on it in VFX. 4 years of doing VFX, if not longer, because you have to have R&D. A lot of the technology didn't even exist, and we'll be in that position too. It's like, okay, how do we train AI models to accomplish things that the current ones don't, so we can tell the stories we want to tell, right? Because not Google and all these companies are not exactly going to refine models for specific things. I think that's where I will grow my business to a massive place, is that I'll be able to fine tune those models in a way that Google won't. So it's like, I listen, if you want somebody to come in John Wick style and shoot 20 people and blood to hit the camera, Google's not your guy. You know what I mean? But I could train a model to do that.
Sure.
And so that's where I'm kind of going with it, is kind of like pushing it in that direction and doing that. But it's always about outcome. like I said, the T-Rex, right? So it's like, okay, if the shot's good and it resonates with people and they feel it, and you could always add an extra line or an extra layer or an extra color or something to everything. This is the creative's dilemma. It's just good to go, okay, what's the outcome? What am I trying to accomplish here? What am I trying to make people feel? And I think that with marketing and advertising too.
Yeah,
Right?
I as you were saying that, it reminded me when I was in the racing world. Yeah, because I love racing, there was a big thing on the in the racing world today, that they did a challenge between two of the biggest motor builders, and it's the first time in history where you see the big thing sticking out of the hood, and it's a blower with fuel injection, and they produce about right around 16,000 horsepower. They run on nitroglycerin. And it's the first time that another engine builder beat a blown motor with twin turbos. And I mean, these twin turbos look like they're about, and the way the exhaust went and everything. And he did like another 100 horsepower. And it was like everybody's just standing there with their mouth open because they're just like, that's literally not possible. How did that guy use new technology? Because if you go to a drag strip, it's the same motor, same blower, same injectors forever. It's like, if you want to compete, that's what you have to run. And all of a sudden, this guy, just like the 3-minute mile and all of this stuff, there was one guy that's like, nah, I'm going to figure it out. And because he figured it out, and the motor produces more horsepower, it produces less heat. So the way the other motor runs is it's just got to be replaced. It's got to be repaired after every run. And they're thinking now that this motor can actually get, 4 or 5 runs before it needs to be rebuilt. So the cost is goes down so significantly. So me, I was always involved in racing, but it was like people were coming out with stuff all the time in the middle of the year. But we still had to race every weekend, right? So when you guys watch NASCAR or drag cars or Indy cars or Formula One, they're there every weekend, even though people are still inventing stuff.
Yeah, I mean the cutting edge aspect of it is really exciting for me because I've always been into technology. So for me, I truthfully believe that I was born for this moment, just like Walt Disney was born
I do
for the
too.
moment he was in.
You are definitely, I believe in you, and you're definitely going to do it.
Yeah, so hopefully I have a lot more coming out. I got sidetracked by having a child, and he's teething right now. So he's asleep on my mom downstairs. But
did you see the picture I put up, Matt?
I did. Yeah. I love the guy. He's one of my favorite people.
Thank you. But I know you love Ezra too, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a kind of a wild ride because I'm always tired now. And I know any parent here knows that it's you're trying to balance your mind with the energy that you have. So I always feel like my mind has all of these ideas, but now I'm lacking in energy sometimes to sit down and pull them off at the level that I want to. But I'm getting better at it.
You will.
The cool thing about it is that as I'll show you guys inside of Unlimited Wisdom, the tools have gotten to such a place that it makes it pretty easy to pull off some of the shit that you wouldn't anticipate you could do. So
have you guys got to see some of the dubbing of Matt doing some of the dubbing of the Spanish testimonial videos?
Yeah.
I mean,
those are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty easy. So, this is just a workflow just to show you because Nano Banana exists. I can take a singular photo and a script, and then I can have GPT think about it, right? And this is on Free Pick. You could do this. It's not on my computer. And then it will output 6 frames, right? That look somewhat like this. And then not only do I have consistency here, right, between the shots, and it's somewhat, not all these shots are good, but some of them follow what I wrote. Then I use another prompt to extract specific frames and then animate those frames. And then you have to put sound to those frames, edit those frames, put music to those frames. There's a lot of other steps that exist, of course. But yeah, the fact that I can now take a singular image and not have to have 20 different images that are identical and then train an AI to replicate those like at 80%, it now is like 99.9%. So
Matt, do you have a favorite clip you've been playing around that you can just share?
I have to look. Let me see.
So this is going to be an unlimited wisdom. Hey, you're going to have this stuff.
Yep.
Wow, this is going to be great. I can't wait.
Yeah, nothing that I'll teach in unlimited wisdom will be, I probably won't teach any open source stuff. It'll all be stuff anyone could use on a tablet. You do this on your phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's the benefit of it. Let me see. I'm like one of the, and I know I've said this before, but I'm like one of those people that's so disorganized with all of my stuff.
So I mean, unlimited wisdom's going to be a lot different, right? I mean, that we're gonna have
Our goal is it's like, okay, if my dad can help you identify what you want to be doing, and then I can show you how to use AI to accomplish that goal, whether it's being a content creator or being a woodsman or whatever you want to be. That's the goal. Is like unlimited wisdom should be a place that allows you to really here, this is from Painted Heart. So he says, looks like a storm is brewing, but you can see how much better the animation has gotten, how much better everything's. So that's the thing, is it's like I have to overcome this.
If you guys that don't understand, Matt created that. Everything that you see there, Matt created. And as I'm watching it, doesn't it look like you're watching something that Disney would do or Pixar
it's animated
would
between
do?
these two singular images.
the
right?
detail on the
Start
face
and end frame. Right.
is very good. I mean,
and this has sound too. You guys just can't hear it, but I don't think that there's many things that you can't do. I think it's just a matter of practice and consistency, openness to learn. Because like the funny thing is, I'll show you guys. If I go back to, these are actually better than, we'll go way back, right? So this is, let me see from where this is from, or how long ago this was.
That looks a little jerky.
Yeah, because it's from March of last year. So this is when I was trying to do more of like a stop motion design with it, because the technology really couldn't do fluid motion with animated characters. It's very good. If any of you guys know how AI works, it works off training data. So if you're trying to make something that's never been made before, you're going to have a lot of problems. If you're using human beings, it's been trained on millions of videos of human beings, but it's never been trained on videos of what this guy looks like and how he's going to open this door and what that would look like in this animation style. So that's how you get eventually to this point where now we have more fluid animation, but not just that, but camera animation. We have the movement of the camera, which is very important. Here you're seeing a movement, but it's a static camera. This is something that the more you work in film, the less you do this, right? Static camera is like the death of motion, right? So if you watch any animated movie, you'll realize very quickly that they're constantly moving the camera around, and it gives you that fluid motion. So this is just like one of 67 shots that are in this short film. So, it takes a bit of time, and I can't tell you how long it took for VO. I used VO 3.1 to get this shot. So that's from Google. And I think that it took me 12 renders to get that. And each render took about a minute and a half. So to get that 1 out of 60 something shots, and that's just phase 1 of it, right? Like I said, you still have to put it all together, edit it, put music behind it. Editing and music really are, anybody that's watched Lord of the Rings knows how important music is. So even though Lord of the Rings is amazing, the music takes that movie to like a 10 out of 10 for sure. So I hope that answers your question.
Oh, yeah,
that's
amazing.
Teach a lot of this stuff,
I always enjoy seeing that. And something like that, I mean, Disney probably had 60 guys working on Toy Story or whatever, even more than that, and something like that would have took them a long time.
That one shot that you just saw, and that's working on the technology and getting better and better at it over the last year, because I'm passionate about it. But that one shot, absolutely, that was 8 seconds, would take one animator months to pull off.
Right.
And so when I sit here and I go, oh man, it took me a day to get 5 of the 60 shots, that's not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not immediate. Like most people that are making content in the AI space right now are taking shot 1 or 2 and then running with it because they want clicks, they want views, they want all these other things. And like I do that with my shorts. I don't mind doing that with shorts, but I'm not going to do that with my actual films. Like I'm going to take every shot that you'll see in there will be made by me because I wanted it to be there. So
love it. Thank you, buddy. Yeah.
Great question, Bob. Thank you, Matt.
I can't wait for Unlimited Wisdom. Oh, hey, man, I'm fired up.
I'm telling you, it's going to be exciting. I got so much to share with you guys now that I could shoot videos again. So having my mom here gives me the opportunity to kind of really take the time. She's been great taking Ezra in the morning and giving Hannah a break. So I got how many more days do I got with you, Mom? She's leaving on the 15th. So I got like 8-9 days left with her. That's awesome. I am going to shoot multiple videos that will go into Unlimited Wisdom in those 9 days. So
you guys are going to make me cry. Let's move on to the next question.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Coach Bob.
Thank you so much, Matt.
Thank you so much. And Matt, thank you for sharing. Wow. It's amazing. It's exactly like you said, Matt. Just when you look at what Steamboat Willie was to where the most recent animation was before Pixar came out, totally different. Totally different.
Yeah,
okay.
And I think that's the big thing, Craig, is that you have to have the passion to go the extra mile with it. And it's like we've all seen animated shit that's not good, and we've seen animated stuff that's incredible. And that always is people loving what they do and going the extra mile more than going, I just want to make something, right? It takes a lot of effort. So
yeah, and you when you guys see what Matt does with graphics and stuff, it's like
oh yeah, Nano Banana has pretty much killed graphic designers. So if you guys don't know what Nano Banana is, Google it. Yeah. So
Matt, thanks so much. And again, Coach Bob,
thanks,
thank you. All right, let's go ahead and move on. We got a couple of more hands up. David Ponciano, you're coming up.
Before you guys
go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, I'm going to show something that Matt sent to me.
Ooh.
So how many of you guys would like to make graphics like this?
Yeah, I'll teach you how to do it for anything you want, even a potluck. If you wanted all your friends to be like, holy, we're doing a potluck. Why do they make this cool graphic for it? It's like, because I wanted to.
It's like, hey, garage sale, watch this graphic. Thanks, Matt. I love you.
Increíble. Okay, Bill Shoemaker, you are up next. There you go. Please unmute yourself and share with us.
Thank you, the amazing Craig Jackman. So let me get a drink here.
Okay. Nice cup. Nice cup.
Yeah.
You sure you're not thirsty? You should try another one.
Hey, my shirt's getting a little loose.
Yeah.
Good. Link in the chat to the merchandise.
I am fasting too. Got a little secret for you. The sport and the energy packet will wipe out your hunger.
Yeah.
Just like that. Boom.
Yep.
So excited about that. So thank you for yesterday. And I got to tell you, since you were authentic, I've got to be authentic myself. Because when you were crying about making $10,000 in 15 days, I was going, well, I haven't made a fucking cent. Fuck you. You know?
You're just like,
It's all me.
oh,
But
poor
it was
Robert.
poor me. What about me? So I just had to share that with you. It's like that's the emotions that I was feeling at that moment in time. But anyway, so
Everything's got its own perspective. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah,
again, I don't know why I got it caught in my mind that was a monthly check. It really messed me up.
right. It's
Yeah,
a
I'm going
weekly
like,
check.
I've been running wide open for a month. No, you've just been putting people in since the 15th. That's what messed up
Right.
my mind. I was going like,
Yeah,
I've been working at this for a month. No, you haven't. You were going through a lot of emotional changes in the first part of the month,
right.
but the production didn't start till the 15th. So even Chris and Josh that know me really, really well, that's why I said you got to ask for help when your mind's messed up. You have to. Because
Right.
I reached out to Chris and he's like, what were your checks? I said, well, I'll combine. They're like 10,600. And he goes, for 15 days. I was like, what? Yeah, you signed up on the 15th. I was like, what is wrong with me? So if you guys were asking what was wrong with me, it was like, so my deal is I put a lot of pressure on myself, and every company that I've launched, it's always you always will have, you can start at any time, so don't get freaked out when I say this. But your first month story sort of sets a pace for everything. And I put a lot of pressure on myself. And I was like shooting for executive diamond. But to do 500,000 points in 15 days was running, man. I was like, the amount of people that I connected with and everything, I just was like, just running on all cylinders, pretty wide open. And when you really start doing that, you got different time zones. So all my people in Hungary and Romania, they're all nine hours ahead. And so I was like, whatever that phrase is, I was really burning the candle from both ends big time. And I just stepped on the gas and I didn't let it off. And bingo, we hit it. So my mind was like, oh my God, we hit it. I don't remember the difference between Chris's and Judy's and mine, but they told me mine broke a record. So this lady reached out to me and said, mine broke a record. So it's like, I don't know if all three of us hit it. If I hit it a day or so earlier, I don't know, so it's, but now I get to say that, so if you guys notice in any company I've been with, I'll say, Bill, listen, I can show you what to do. And all I can show you is how to hit executive diamond and make $10,650 in your first 15 days. That's all I can show you how to do. And people are going like, well, if am I going to have to work as hard as you? I don't know if you have the ability to do that, because it's not just working hard. It's really having the faith and belief and I heard a phrase today that I've never heard before, and it was called, Craig, it's going to be interesting if Craig and Matt has heard this. It was called invisible PR. And I'll even give the guy credit for it. It's Steve Barnett. And, he does the diary of the CEO. And he was saying that there was a guy that everyone knew that was like one of the first streamers or podcasters. And everyone that he reached out to, helped him. He helped him like crazy. And he had one of the homes that burnt down in the Pacific Palisades. you know. And so it not only burned down, he lost everything. And he said Steve Barnett was the only person that reached out to him and said, "Man, I can't tell you how sorry I am, but this is the only thing that I can think of that I can do right now for you." So you know how people call people and like Marco, and you just go, "Listen, please let me know what I can do. You know, if I can help in any way." You know, we do that with a generous heart. He said Steve Barnett was the only person that reached out to him and gave him a clear thing that he could do for him if he got the okay from him. And that was to put together a GoFundMe and promote the GoFundMe. Well, because the guy helped so many people and didn't realize how many people he helped. I think they raised like $30 million. That's a little more than what his house was worth, right? But the guy was going, I can't believe that many people reached out and did that for me. He says, this is bizarre because I have insurance and I have money. So he was going, I don't know how to receive this. You know what I mean? It's like, and he's going, no, that's invisible PR. You have no clue how many people you've helped for so long. If you don't need the money, then donate it to some other people that need help. But this is the thing that I thought I could do for you. And so that's what's really cool if you really love people and care for people, because they don't ever forget the invisible PR. And then all of a sudden when you decide to do something and it goes like that, my fastest, quickest record was what I did a little over 7 years ago in MDC. I keep breaking my record. And I sort of like let myself down because I thought that I just tied it. And no, I did it in half the time. Isn't that crazy? So now I'm resting and I'm patting myself on the back, and I'll be okay. And you guys will see, tomorrow and Monday, we're going to do our best to start launching some really cool stuff and unlimited wisdom to help you guys, because I'll teach you exactly what I did. And if you do it, you're going to get the results. God's not a discerner person. So thank you, Bill.
Well, I want to do, I love you too, brother. I wanted to tell you yesterday, I kind of fell off the cliff, and that little devil got into my head, and I didn't achieve what I wanted to achieve, but I wanted to thank you for sending what you sent this morning, because not only was the song beautiful, it led to other things on YouTube, which was a pastor, what's his name? Joby Martin? I don't know if wow. Holy crap.
When you seek, you shall find. It's like
well, it just came to me, yeah. So my point is I wasn't, after my third day of crying, by the way. I'm so grateful for you. I mean, it's just unreal.
I guess man.
The answer that I got from God was that I need to build my armor every morning, like you said.
Yeah.
To go through the day. So how you start out your day is the most important thing. So
totally is. From the second you wake up, if you don't, it just starts that was a perfect example, Bill, because when you said armor, what the adversary looks for is a kink in that armor. You know what I mean? And so if you don't mentally and spiritually prepare yourself, as you go out there and start doing what you're supposed to do every day, try to find ears that will hear, you just keep speaking to people. I was talking to a old friend. Oh my God. I've worked with this guy for, way back in the NSA days. And he goes, he said, I seen the post about MDC and Immunotec. And he goes, I thought, well, Robert was with that company. And he said, so I went on and Googled Robert Hollis, and he's like, I can't believe where you've gone from the time that I met you. He goes, it's just like you're in the stratosphere kind of stuff. And he goes, your plaque with YouTube and all the stuff that you're doing online, and and he's going, it's just, he goes, I don't know how that would be possible for me. And I said, but wait a minute, you just said something, so the internet, Al Gore invented the internet back in 1998, 99, and joke, by the way, but it's still funny. And then that's when I jumped into the internet. It's like, dude, you're going like, how do I catch up? That's a great question. I don't know how you catch up with somebody that's been putting content on the internet, for 25 years. And I go, I believe, and Matt can contest to this because he's helped me the whole way, is that I would honestly say that 50% of the content that we've created over the last 25 years is just not on the internet. It just deleted and it's gone. If I left all that stuff on there, which Matt was mad at me when I did it, I was like, I'm done with this, and Matt's going like, well, you didn't have to delete it all.
The best place to look, honestly, is like ahead, like always.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're thinking about the next thing that you're going to do, even while you're finishing off the thing that you're currently working on, I think that that's like a huge benefit to your personal happines. Yeah, because I think lingering, especially if you know that you deal with whether it's anxiety or depression or those things, when you linger on things, a large amount of life, in my opinion, from my experience, is just learning the shit that really affects you and the shit that doesn't. And like leaning into the shit that doesn't. I agree. And trying your best not to play around in the places that do. You know what I mean? Like
that
nobody's forcing you to.
Matt, that Stephen Barnett was saying, he put a short video together, and I just sent you the back part with the Disney stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But the rest of that video is, he said, he talked like to 4 people, and then he said he put all this together with 4 different interviews with people, and he talked to this Magnuson, whatever, this kid that, is like a chess master, won a bunch of stuff, and then he talked to I forget what they say the best ever tennis player. And I forget the other person that he was talking to. And he said that their ability to forget the move they just made. He goes, I just heard this on a number of different deals. And it's, people ask me all the time, all the people that I interviewed, what do they have in common? And he says, they not only just let go of the last thing, they have the ability to frickin' forget the last thing. And so this guy was saying,
too,
this guy was saying that, and then the other part that he said of it is he goes, it's the first thought, the first instinct is always the one. That he goes, if you can really start to learn to trust yourself, that when the ball hits, and I should do this and hit it there. He goes, don't second guess yourself, ever. And he said, so I won all these tournaments, and they talked about how many trophies he won. And same with this Magnus guy with chess, how many awards they won. And then he says to the people, he goes, he says, we did an analysis on all my shots that I've had in my career. And he says, I missed 50% of all the shots I took. And it's like,
he's still the best. You know what I mean? Like,
he's still the best guy. Right. It's just his ability to forget all the failures that he had, all the shots. And he goes, you can be in the end of closing out a game for, a World Cup or whatever. And then he says you do a double fault and your serving gave the other guy a point. And he goes, you're about ready to take him out, but your own mistake twice in a row gave the guy a chance to stay in the match. And he goes, It's like, I thought I won it. No, this guy, I just gave him a chance to beat me. And he's going, man, if you don't learn to continue to just try, and when they're not what they're supposed to be, you not only forget it, but you move on as fast as you can. And he goes, sometimes it's mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. And he goes, but it's your willingness to forget about it that keeps you in the right mindset and the right energy to win the match, whether it's chess or, and he goes, man, there's so many people that I talk to that you talk to them and they just tell you, they can bring up in a millisecond all the shit that they screwed up on in their life. They not only didn't forget the last shot and forget about it and move on, but they can tell you every mistake they've made their entire life. And he's going, well, I tried this business one time, and I tried this technology one time, and I did all this, and I only wanted to bring that up, Matt, because I'm proud of you, because you master that. When I'm around you, it's like how many people, I don't even know, you could guess, but how many things do you do when you render it, and it's not even freaking close where your imagination was?
I mean, a year, like months ago, or even further, like it's getting better, like I said. But the challenge of it, like I just put my whole entire focus on what I know my brain works the best at. My brain is not good at dwelling or thinking of things in this way. I'm challenge based. So if there's a challenge that I have to solve, I love that. Like I love watching it render out and going, okay, maybe I need to rewrite the prompt. Maybe it needs to have this in it. Maybe I need to delete this. Maybe this is the reason that it's coming out this way. And
because
so
see, Matt, I watch you,
iterating.
not to interrupt you, Matt, but I've watched you do it, and you don't care that it rendered and didn't do it, rendered and didn't do it, rendered
No,
and didn't
and
do
it cost me money. You know what I mean? Like some of them cost me money. You know what I mean? And there's a huge problem in the industry, right? Even for creatives that have the money to spare, they're going, man, this is just, I need better outputs from Google, man, if I'm going to be giving them cents or whatever it may be per render. And it's like, do you know what you have? Like the problem is you're waiting for the technology to be perfect, and I'll have already mastered it by the time you've gotten to starting to use it. And like, I think that's a lot of things in life, right?
Yeah.
Is it's like, you'll see someone like Jimi Hendrix play a guitar upside down because he's left-handed. That's what I'm talking about, right? It's like, yes, you could go all these routes and say, I'm going to wait for them to make a left-handed guitar to get started. Or you could just go challenge accepted and learn how to play a right-handed guitar left-handed. And it's like that excitement is addicting. And I also think it's like infectious to other people. Like I think in a lot of ways when other people see you go about your life that way, and I think this is why we like idolize people like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, because they're very much like that, right? They're so challenge based that it's like they'll run into other human beings that will say it just cannot be done.
Right.
Right. And that's the common thing we hear in their stories, similar with Walt Disney. It just cannot be done. And it's like, I think the challenge of the fact that you said it can't be done just motivated me even more to get it done. Like now I know. Yeah. Yeah. See, like Jamie said, he flipped the guitar and figured it out anyway. And that's a lot of creatives that are like that. And it's not just that. It could be in business. It could be in anything, right? So I just think it's figuring out your brain and not like dwelling on the things that fuck you up. Even like the stuff that, Dad, you were dealing with yesterday. I deal with that shit all the time too. Like we all do. We're all human.
Right.
I am trying to get better at going, and Bill, I'm sure you can relate with this too, but like I'm trying to get better not stepping in the potholes, right? Like walking around them and going, oh, that was there. I should not step in that one, right? It's probably not a good idea for me to go on a forum and watch a bunch of people bitch and complain about artificial intelligence. It doesn't serve me in any way. Or scroll through the comments on something that I'm like, this is pretty good. This person did a great job. And then you scroll through the comments and everyone's saying this is slop, this is trash, you should quit, you should kill yourself, you should do all this shit. And it's like, that benefit the challenge of it, other than if you're challenge oriented in like a competitive way? You're like, I'm going to shove this down their throats. You know what I mean? Which I somewhat am. You know what I mean? I would love that moment.
You know me, Matt. I do that all the time. I posted that short video of all the rank advancements, right? And when I posted that, there was one person that put in there, and he goes, how are you able to get this much people to get into a scam this fast? And the old Robert, like really super old Robert, would want to prove him wrong, but as trolls I'm just like, hey, hide from channel.
Yeah, and you have a perfectly more than enough reasonable. You can gaslight yourself and say they're all bots, because truthfully they almost all are. So like you can just now mentally go in your mind when you get negative feedback from people that's not constructive and helpful. You can just go, that's just a fucking bot. Like that's just a person that, whether it's an AI or whatever it may be, that's there to get more activity out of you in the comments. So like,
for sure.
I love negative
kudos to you,
engagement.
Matt, for all you're doing, brother. And
thank you. Well,
being in the forefront of all this, it's amazing that
I'm excited to share it. Like it's really not as expensive as you guys think it is, especially now. And there's stuff there that any of you guys could use to benefit you.
Let's get done with David, because I'm ready to relax a little bit. Hi, Daryl.
So the big thing I wanted to say, Robert, is don't rely on your own understanding.
Amen.
Love you.
Yeah, even though we think that we got it, sometimes we don't.
Right.
Bill, great. Thank you so much for sharing. Appreciate you, man. All right, let's go ahead and wrap up today's Ask Us Anything with David Ponciano. David, there's your unmute. Please open up and share with us. No, try one more time, David.
Got to unmute first.
There you go.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi,
David.
everybody. How's everybody doing? I haven't been around. I've had some health challenges, and well, there's good news and bad news. Good news is I got my pack yesterday.
Yay!
On my brother's birthday.
Nice.
Yeah, that was. And another good news is I tried my first Immunocal sport, and it was wow. It was really good. I had it with energy drink, and wow, I think. But wow, I'm super happy I got that pack, and but yeah, there's actually two questions only I got for you today.
I'm looking forward to seeing what it does to your health, David. I really, really am.
And yeah, actually, Robert, I'm just blown. I mean, it's a no-brainer when I saw how you described it and PubMed, and I was like blown away with that video. That and your excitement was like no brainer. But anyway, the question I had is like for when you're structuring your business, like is it you put a friends and family leg together? Like because I got two brothers and a nephew. So do you put them in a certain structure?
Yeah, the great question. When you first start out, you can go all the way to the top of this comp plan with just 3 legs, 3 people.
Wow.
So when I put people in, and as they came in, I focused on three legs and then put everybody underneath those legs. So you get to help them out. And so but yeah, that just building 3 legs will get you all, it'll start out with a little bit of income, and then it'll go to more income, and it'll go to more income. And of course, everyone working as a team will help you as well.
Okay. Awesome. So like 3, you start at 3, then you help those 3 get 3.
Yeah. First of all, just start out always sharing your link, just your link, because when you start getting people in your group, I can jump on a Zoom with you, David, and show you
Yeah.
exactly how to stack them. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But yeah,
Right.
once you get 3 people front level to you that did the pro or the founders pack like you did, you'll be a silver.
Mm.
And then what we do is you'll still bring in people, but then we'll teach those 3 how to each get 3. That makes you a gold. And if some people can't get 3, then what we do is you'll continue to build front level, and you
Mhm.
just can put those people underneath the people to help them get rank advances and also pay.
Okay. Awesome. Oh, and I want to thank Matt for sharing that what can be having in unlimited wisdom. Wow, that just blew me away. It was like that graphic, and I have a big screen in front of me. That looked great. Like that's gonna grab people's attention.
Yeah, here's the way that I
Oh,
built. Here's the way that I built my whole group. And we'll close with this if you guys don't mind. Is if you guys really, really think about if you wanted to know what people really, really, really want to know, a lot of times if you ask people what the deal is, they don't know.
mhm.
But here's what people want to know. They want to know, is someone going to show me how to do this and help me? That's what they want to know. Is
Mhm.
someone gonna is someone gonna show me and help me? And so when you guys see me jump in this company, immediately Matt and I started creating videos that I was putting on YouTube. And then I shared those videos with people. All right. And you'll see, like, I think if that 1 minute 54-second one that Matt and I created, he did all the technical stuff. We both worked together on where we thought things should be taken out and what shouldn't be there. But I think that video right now has,
Run that by one more time, Robert. We lost you there.
yeah, that video has over like probably 800 views.
Mhm.
So what I teach people to do is you share that video or that playlist because I'm psychology and marketing. So
Robert, we're losing your signal. I don't know what's going on. Um, if you give me a moment, everyone, I will put the link to that video in the chat, which I just found. And we'll hopefully, Robert will come back here very quickly as he.
I was going to say that the internet's trying to tell him he needs to take a day off.
I guess that maybe that's it, Matt. All right. He's trying. You can hear him kind of jumping in and out a little bit. There's the link to the video, David, in the chat.
Okay. Okay.
And then, of course, that all that information will be posted up at the very end when we do the replay. So look for the link when you go into Unlimited Wisdom. Look for the link associated with it in the classroom. So you want to look under Ask Us Anything. I believe it's under live replays. Robert's back. Let's see what happens. Go ahead, Robert. We just filled in the gap here a little.
okay, good. Could you guys hear me okay now?
Yes, we got you.
Yeah. So, David, what everybody tries to do is they try to memorize all the information, and I could hear
Yeah.
Craig the total time. Your job is not to learn the information. Your job is saying, "Hey, I think you should listen to these doctors and the testimonials."
Right. Right.
Right? And
Right. Yeah.
so when you say that to people, they go, "Wait a minute, you got doctors talking about this product?" Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I share the playlist with people, depending on who they are and their personality, is the videos, the stuff that they'll watch, right? And then the only other thing that I teach people to do is I teach them how to go to a Google Drive, because Matt and I put the videos on Google Drive, and download those to their computer or their phone, and then upload them on their own social media.
Mm.
And so now people go, well, wait a minute. You made over $10,000 in 15 days by sharing videos?
Mm.
Yeah. It's like, well, maybe I should just share those videos.
So Robert, like for example, on Facebook, like post videos of you. I mean, like I mean, I don't spam, but like how would I get the word out?
Yeah,
So
well,
people,
you see the playlist there, but David, it's on also on Unlimited Wisdom. But just reach
okay,
out to me,
okay.
and I'll if you need to, I'll show you how to do a short video. I'll do a short video of you showing you how to download.
Hmm.
Mary's on here, I think, or she said she
Oh,
had.
right, right.
Yeah, and I did a short video and showed Mary how to go on Google Drive, download
Hmm.
the video to her computer, and then
Hmm.
re-upload it on her own YouTube channel.
Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Great.
and
One
then
more. Okay, and thank you, Robert, for that. One last question is, have you been to Italy?
have I been to Italy?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. That's one country that I haven't
Oh,
been to
okay.
yet.
Well, besides, besides Italian food, what makes you happy?
The
It's supposed to be a joke.
oh, I was like, what makes me happy? What makes me happy is helping people.
Okay. It's supposed to be a joke.
Oh no, that's okay. I it's bizarre. I'm really not a food lover.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, I don't crave food. I if someone said, "What do you want to eat?" I'd be well, I just want to eat with you. That's all I want to do.
great. Okay, Robert, that's it. I'm done. And
Okay, I love you.
thank
What's your favorite Italian food?
actually, it at Cheesecake Factory, it's called Bistro Shrimp, I believe, or shrimp. I forget. I just
And
Cheesecake
how
Factory.
happy does that make you?
Very. Oh wow, that's my birthday. That's my birthday. When they
Ah, you see? I so people get to take you to Cheesecake Factory and you get to eat your favorite meal. That's
yes.
hey, that
Although, well, I'm not supposed to eat it, but it's only one day out of the year. So,
wow. Well, I love you, David. Thanks for jumping
love you too,
on, and
Robert, and thank you.
I'm really proud
For
of you. I'm really proud
yeah.
of you.
So I'm excited, and I kind of wrote down. Okay, but I kind of figured out how you hit executive diamond in 15 days. And wow, I'm just, yeah. Well, I couldn't put it down. Anyway, I'll
Yeah,
let everybody go. And
some people don't need
happy
10,000 in
Saturday,
15 days.
everybody. And oh yeah, ho ho ho, ho ho ho. So take care.
David, thank you very, very much. Wow. Robert, what a great Ask Us Anything today. And I think we lost him. Okay.
Oh,
Wow, that was fast. So he just got out right on time before his internet decided to go cuckoo. It happens. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us here today on Ask Us Anything. Got to give shout outs to Jane Reed, Coach Bob Johnson, Bill Shoemaker, David Ponciano for participating. Of course, Matt Hollis. Matt, bless you. Thank you also for being our executive producer. Robert, sorry you had to leave so quickly, but we appreciate you. We love you being our GPS to success, and thank you for joining us on this amazing AUA. Amazing. Now, if you want to save the information in the chat, I did post a lot of things. David, thank you for bringing all those up because they are in the chat. Very simple to do. Click on the three dots in the meeting chat next to Ask Us Anything. It's to the right. Then click on Save Chat. It will download to your computer once we finish today's video. And that's how simple that part of it is. So,
thank you.
You're very welcome. With that being said, please be good to yourselves on this great Saturday. Be cash. Bye-bye. Don't forget, tomorrow, Master's Mind is at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's Monday, recess, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, or should I say recess? And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Daily Wisdom. And Thursday, now at its new time, noon p.m. Pacific, breakthroughs. So there's your whole week all set and ready to go. Let's get out there. Let's have a great weekend. Let's do it, and let's have fun. I'm going to go ahead and unmute so that we can all say so long and have a fantabulous Saturday.
Bye.
So long. Have a fabulous day.
Everybody.
Have a great
Bye.
weekend.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Matt, take
Bye.
care. Bill Shoemaker, Erlene,
Yeah,
Lucas,
see you
Donald, Scott McAvoy, David, of course, Erlene, Jamie, Jerome, Lucas. I think I said his name twice. Caro Sam. Don't know who he is, but welcome, Caro. There he is. Okay. Good for you, my friend. Thank you for joining us for the very first time. Please come back. We'd love to have you here again. And Michael Fiedler, Dustin. If I didn't mention your name, I'm sorry. I'm going by the list I've got here. So thank you again.
So long.
Love you all. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye for now.
Love you. Thank you,
Take care,
Robert.
everybody.
Thank you, Craig.